It is my pleasure, I was thinking about this, it's my pleasure to welcome you to the first in-person English night we've had in 2 years here in the Betty Tipton room. Thank you. Unless you're watching this on YouTube sometime next week, in which I send you greetings from the past. Okay, so my name is Ben Pauly. I think most of you have encountered me in some class or other. It's great to see so many faces, and I'm trying to decide if I have to dodge any flying objects later. I am currently the chair of the English department. As many of you know, every semester we have English night where we get to showcase the work that our students are doing in their capstone seminars and recognize students who have particularly distinguished themselves. Every semester, this is an opportunity for us to celebrate the work that our students are doing, bringing together faculty with students and usually their friends and family. Unfortunately, pandemic circumstances mean we can't do that yet. And so I'm sorry that the scale of festivities is a little more constrained than we'd like this year, but there are goodie bags later. And we are still happy to see as many of you here in person as we can. This evening's program consists of 2 parts. We will have a presentation of awards. I am realizing now entirely in absentia. Then we will move on to induction of our new members of Sigma Tau Delta, the English Honors Society. And then after that portion of the evening, we will hear selected work from students in Professor Liu's senior capstone seminar. So, let me at least tell you about the people who have won awards this semester. Our first award is the Constance Campo Memorial Scholarship. This is a scholarship that was established in memory of Constance Connie Campo, who was a longtime member of the English department staff. The scholarship is awarded every year to a non-traditional student who has demonstrated excellence in their studies and who has shown sensitivity to issues of gender and diversity, as Ms. Campo did herself. So the recipient of this year's Campo Scholarship is Lily Alicia, who started at Eastern this semester and has last semester, wasted absolutely no time in making the dean's list and impressing all of her professors. In his nomination for this award, Professor Ken McNeil noted that Lily displays an active critical engagement with gender and diversity issues, offering perceptive insight into the complex interplay of race and gender in literary texts. She leads class discussion into interesting and productive territory, which is reflected in her written work as well. So those of you who are going to be around next semester, if you don't know Lily, keep an eye out for her and introduce yourself. She's a great student and a good egg all around. So please join me in congratulating Lily in absentia. Our next award is for the Alexander Sandy Taylor Scholarship. This is a scholarship that was instituted in honor of Sandy Taylor, who was an Eastern English professor and the co-founder with his wife, Judith Ayr Doyle, of Curbstone Press, which is an important small press publishing poetry founded right here in Willimantic. And I believe currently is now an imprint of Northwestern University Press after the founders' deaths. The scholarship is awarded to an English major with preference given to students who demonstrate commitment to peace and the rights of humankind and who have shown an interest in poetry. And this year's recipient, Colleen Goff, has all of that indeed. Unfortunately, Colleen wasn't able to be here tonight. She is currently at work with Professor Dan Donaghy on a directed research project examining poetry of social equity and racial justice. She's a poet herself, and she's a member of the executive board of Eastern's Creative Writing Club. Colleen read her work at this year's Connecticut Literary Festival in October. And just last week, we got the news that she has been chosen by the 2021-22 Connecticut Poetry Circuit panel as one of just 4 students in the state to be a Connecticut student touring poet. So as part of this program, she will present her work at campuses and poetry festivals across the state in the coming year. And I hope maybe we can get her to present at this campus. So please join me in congratulating Colleen. Okay, moving on. There should be like photo opportunities and awkward pauses and that sort of thing, but I'm just going to barrel right along to the Celia Catlett Prize, which is the most recent prize in the English department, established in 2019. So this is only the second year that the Catlett Prize has been awarded. The Catlett Prize was established to recognize the best capstone project by a senior English major completed in the prior academic year. The prize was established in honor and memory of Dr. Celia Catlett, who taught in Eastern's English department from 1972 until her retirement in 2001. Through the kind offices and prudent fiscal management of the university's Office of Institutional Advancement, we're actually able to recognize both a winner and a runner-up for the Catlett Prize this year, which was a pleasant surprise for the department. The winner of the Catlett Prize is Kaylee Blackwell, whose novella Once We Meet was part of Professor Chris Terracchio's capstone seminar on the craft of the novel. Professor Terracchio, in his nomination, described the work as a beautifully tragic brother-sister novel told masterfully from a technically difficult second-person narrative perspective with pitch-perfect dialogue and characters fully rendered and alive. The plot, Professor Terracchio says, reveals what it means to be human in all of life's complex texture and nuance. Kaylee is not able to be here, but I was able to get in touch with her by email, and she was thrilled, and we're very proud of Kaylee's work retrospectively. This year's runner-up for the Catlett Prize is Elizabeth Liz Colon, who completed a memoir entitled Puerto Riqueña y Yo as part of a directed research project with Dr. Christine Garcia. Dr. Garcia notes that Liz's work weaves her formative experiences into her larger sociocultural experience in a brave act of sense-making. She touches on topics like mental illness, love, loss, and abuse, all in epistolary form, using letters to address her younger self, her parents, and her lovers, both past and present. So please join me in congratulating both Kaylee and Liz. And I will now ask Dr. Allison Speicher to come up and get rolling with the Sigma Tau Delta induction.
Thanks so much. I'm really delighted to be back in person at a Sigma Tau Delta induction, even if, unfortunately, your supporters aren't able to be here with us. But hello, folks at home. Our goal for today is to induct 31 new members, but unfortunately, everyone could not join us. And so we are inducting a few folks who aren't with us, and I wanted to share their names with you so that you would be able to offer your congratulations to them when you see them. Congratulations to Melody Karabogas, Jordan Chennett, Benjamin Dion, Colleen Goff, Shannon Goff, Alexia Hansen, Autumn Jackson, Clelly Ann Ryan, Jackie Santella, Julianne Martin, and Adam Jablonski. And now I'm going to bring up our president and vice president to induct our new members. Gabby and Evelyn.
President Paxi, I have the honor of presenting to you, to our current members, and to our faculty, the 2021 candidates for membership in the Alpha Epsilon Delta chapter of Sigma Tau Delta.
Thank you, President Musto. Please read the names of the candidates. Candidates, please rise as your name is called and remain standing.
Grace Adams, Aspen Ben Azule, Maggie Balasic, I'm so sorry. Kylie M. Davey, Natalie Devlin, Rachel Druin, Riley Duhamel, Maisie Hayes, Felicia Horn, Adam Jablonski, Rachel Jackman, Brilene Laws, Anna Alexa Lind, Jenna Horde, Julianne Martin, Alyssa Rose Meno, Faith E. Parker, Natalie Pyle, Adiba Riza, Annie Mary Scarrett, Emma Sharon Walton, and Jessica Walchowski.
Inductees, you are going to be joining us in Sigma Tau Delta. with the International English Honor Society, partaking in our mission to distinguish undergraduate students, graduate students, scholars in academia, and professional writers who are recognized for their accomplishments in linguistic or literary fields. Sigma Tau Delta promotes interest in literature and the English language on local campuses and their surrounding communities, fostering this discipline of English in all its aspects, including the creative and critical writing.
Membership in Sigma Tau Delta is an outward recognition of personal accomplishments. Each of you has been recommended as a person of superior scholarship with enthusiasm for the humanities and therefore worthy of this honor.
Henry David Thoreau once said, "It takes two to speak the truth, one to speak and another to listen." As members of Sigma Tau Delta, you understand the importance of communication, the value of listening, and the significance of expression. You have proven yourselves capable of comprehending the English language and pursuing the truths found in works of literature, rhetoric, and linguistics. Being a member of Sigma Tau Delta and the English studies community as a whole requires that you continue these efforts and prepare yourselves to take the truths you have found here into the world, sharing with others your joy and appreciation of our discipline.
My friends, are you ready to take upon yourselves the obligations of membership in the International English Honor Society and its local chapter? If so, answer, "We are ready to become members of Sigma Tau Delta."
Since you have indicated your readiness, we will read together the pledge and motto of Sigma Tau Delta. Would all current members of Sigma Tau Delta please stand and join us? I shall endeavor to advance the study of literature, to encourage worthwhile reading, to promote the mastery of written expression, and to foster a spirit of fellowship among those who specialize in the study of the English language and of literature, ever keeping in mind our international motto, sincerity, truth, design.
Sigma Tau Delta is honored to recognize you as esteemed members. The International Headquarters presents you the outward signs of your induction, your membership certificate and pin, and the English Department presents you with a cord to wear with your regalia at your commencement. Please step forward now as your name is called and receive these symbols of your membership.
Grace Adams. Aspen Ben Azule. Maggie Belizik. Kai M. Davey. Natalie Devlin. Rachel Druin. Riley Duhamel. Maisie Hayes. Felicia Horn. Rachel Jackman. Brilene Laws. Anna Alexa. Jenna Lord. Alyssa Rose. Faith E. Parker. Natalie Pyle. Adiba Riza. Annie Anna Mary Scarrett. Emma Sharon Walton. And Jessica Wolchowski. Congratulations to all of you. Inductees, I now declare you to be members in full standing of the Alpha Epsilon Delta chapter of Sigma Tau Delta. We welcome you into society. Congratulations again.